And if you can't tell, I'm a little sick. Welcome to Jeff the Unlicensed Therapist. I'm going to see how long I can go tonight. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just a little sick, man. A little sick. Hey, Mark, thanks for tuning in, brother. Thank you. Maybe just go with the smooth jazz voice. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Smooth Jazz. I used to do, actually, I was a well, that was different, though. I was a DJ for Rock in Rockford, WXRX. When it comes to classics, Rockford comes to the X. And that was their tag. So now I'm doing that, but just natural. I don't have to put on any airs. My voice just sounds like that. Sounds like an old Pinto or something. Anyway, let's get started. Let's have some fun. At least until my voice, or until I collapse. Either way, I'm fine. I'm all right. I think I'm all right. I never know these days. Let's check out. By the way, if you have questions or you want to have your things answered, all you got to do is put it in the comments. I'm gonna have a call-in show on Friday. I'm on the old Rumble software now today. I'm kind of easing into it, going the old stuff and the new. Probably go old Rumble tomorrow, and then go to the new software on Friday so I can do the call-in show. So I'm kind of excited about that. We'll have a good time with it. We'll have a good time. Let me at least get one done. I might just do one and run. I hate to say it. I'm not feeling good. You can tell from the way I sound. But let me try. Let me try anyway. I'm game if you are. And tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be back all well rested and ready to go. Also, Wednesday's a tough night for this show because Fresh and Fit. It's like Fresh and Fit night, and they're all over the airways tonight. Yeah, pardon me. Yeah, I'm not sounding too good, am I? I'm a sick dude. All right, here we go. We'll do as many as we can for again, maybe one. I don't know. Am I the asshole for not inviting my sister to our first child's baby shower? Well, I mean, again, there's so many variables, right? Like, do you like your sister? Number one, did she do terrible things? Did she sleep with your husband? There's so many things that family members do where you're just like, yeah, you're not the asshole. Let's see if that's the situation here. All right, let me see what we got. My sister's 10 years older than me with two boys. Okay. Long story short, I was a little shit for many years. So you're admitting you were the problem. When I was preteen and my sister watched me get into a lot of trouble. Okay. This view of me being the fuck up little brother. Oh, so this is a guy. I thought this was two sisters. Uh, okay. I have a wife, a home. I work hard. So good. You turned it all around. I have a great career. My sister still treats me like a shit. Has for years. That's how she knows you, man. Here's the thing. You've turned your life around. You feel like you're not a shit anymore. I don't know. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. You're definitely less of a shit than you were. My grandmother, who I loved to death. She's so great. She said to me one day, she goes, when you were young, you were a little shit. And she was right. I was. I was a little shit when I was a little kid. So spot on, Graham. But you can change. But here's the thing: your sister hasn't been maybe with you that much, so all she remembers, all she knows is the little shit. So when you show up is this new and improved version of yourself. She don't know it yet. You kind of got to hang around her for a little bit for her to really pick up on it. That's my guess, anyways. On multiple occasions, she's openly admitted to not like. Oh, well, here you go. This has nothing to do with any of that. She's a racist. Your sister's a fucking racist. So there's the issue. Why'd you put that at the beginning? Why'd you bother with the view of you being a fuck up brother when you know the elephant in the room is racism? On multiple occasions, she's openly admitted to not liking my wife based on race. My God, man, come on! You don't even need that the first prelim. Just call your sister a racist. You couldn't do it in the first paragraph. Like, I can't call her a racist in the first paragraph. Let me at least wait to the second. Let me just say something else. Anyways, so my wife is white. Hey, what the? And 6 months into our pregnancy, my sister has not once acknowledged my child's existence. Oh, your sisters are terrible. No, why would you invite her to your baby shower? No, you're doing the right thing. You're not the asshole. And second, I think your wife's supposed to invite her, isn't she? I don't think you're the one who invites people. You don't invite people to baby showers, do you? I don't know. I don't know the rules. All right. Anyway, I'm tired of high roading her. I've always been nice. Sounds like your sister is the little shit at this point. Only to get tomatoes thrown in my face. I'm an adult. I live like a responsible adult, and my wife and I couldn't be happier. Good. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm glad you got your shit together. It's funny, like you were the little shit growing up, and now your sister's the big shit. Not in like a flattering way. If my sister were a stranger, which she basically is at this point, I would literally have nothing to do with her. Yeah, I would say you're doing the right thing. I would say You're not the asshole, and I would say that she should definitely, absolutely, under no circumstances, be allowed into the house, man. I would not let her in. No way. Again, apologies for the voice, but there might be more. So my sister was invited to my wedding. Originally, I was not going to. She got invited to the wedding. Why would you invite this racist trash to your wedding? Our wedding was the best day for our lives, and best day of our lives. Gotcha. And the criteria for getting an invite was basically you would pick up the phone at midnight on a random Tuesday. If I called you, kind of support essentially. We only want a guest that loved and supports 100%. Okay, unfortunately, my sister's not one of those people. My mom emotionally held us hostage and said that that she would not attend the wedding if my sister wasn't invited. I wanted to keep the peace, so I relented. Yeah, I mean, that's your mom's basically put a gun to your head. Our first baby shower is coming, and my mom messaged me asking when my sister and I was going to get an invite. So all right, here's the thing. Your mom did the wedding. That's good. If your mom don't want to go to the baby shower, she doesn't have to come to the baby shower. It's not as big a deal, her not going to the baby shower. It isn't. Her not going to the wedding is kind of a big deal, your mom. But the baby shower, if she wants to, hang with her racist kin, her daughter, her racist spawn, that's on her. I assume maybe she's a racist too. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Does she like your wife? That's another question. All right. So I don't have that negative fake energy around my pregnant wife. I'm choosing my family over my sister's constant negativity. Good for you. I have a feeling this is going to cause a major issue with the family unit. Honestly, I'm okay with it. Good. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine, bro. I always carry pain due to the fact that I basically have no sister. And she's a shit sister anyways, let's be honest. And it kills me that my mom would lash out against me. I got to blow it up to protect my wife and daughter. I will. Yeah, good for you. You're doing the right thing. Here's the thing. You got your mom to the wedding. That's kind of the big deal. You don't need her. That's the big deal. That's the big kahuna right there. That's the big kahuna. And the wedding show, and I bet your mom will show there anyways. Your sister might show up unwanted too, and there'll be a big fight. Videotape that. It'll get a lot of views. All right, folks. All right, let me do this. Let me do a shout out to Rumble. I love Rumble. Rumble is the bomb, man. They're the best. They were doing free speech when it wasn't popular, folks. That's Rumble for you. We hear a lot about crypto, but here's the part most people miss. Crypto was created so you could actually own and control your own money. After the 2008 financial crisis, Bitcoin was designed as an alternative to banks. So instead of a bank holding your money, delaying transfers, or limiting access, you're in control. And if you've ever had to wait for a transfer to clear, you've felt that problem. Now, fast forward to today, everyone's heard of crypto, but getting started still feels complicated. That's exactly why I use Rumble Wallet. It takes all that complexity and makes it simple. Choose what you want: Bitcoin, dollar backed stablecoin, or even digital gold backed by real gold. No complicated setup. It connects with MoonPay, so you can use your credit card, debit card, or bank and be up and running in minutes. It's really easy. Once you're set up, you can even support your favorite Rumble creators like me right there directly. So do this now. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description and download Rumble Wallet. From there, you can set up your wallet, tap buy, and you're in the game. In just a few minutes, you can go from hearing about crypto to actually owning some. So check it out. Crypto's here, folks. Get in on it. And if you're going to get in on it with a good platform like Rumble, I highly recommend it. Thank you, Rumble, for the support, by the way. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. All right. Oh, look at this. I have other things to do now too. All righty, folks. Yeah. So the guy was not the. This is really common. The mom aligning with the daughter, even though the daughter's reprehensible, whether it's against the son or whether it's against the other daughter, and usually for some reason in these scenarios, the mom aligns with the shit daughter, like just the reprobate daughter, the just the problem child. I don't know why that is. I don't know if this is an accurate sample because, people are writing in complaining. So you don't know, is this commonplace? I don't know. Every time I read these Reddit stories, I just realize how blessed I am with my family, as screwy as my family is. Me and my sister get along great, If there's any trouble, if somebody dies and, somebody gets left money, we're not going to fight. We just, you want, okay. You want that? Here's the thing. If we had, and, again, I'm lucky in this regard. If there was something we both wanted, like, I don't know, there's I can't think of anything we both want, but if there's some piece of furniture or some knickknack that we both want, I'm sure we would just split it. Like, okay, you have it for 6 months, you have it for 6 months. It's just so stupid. Like, this is your family and you fight like cats and dogs. But this guy, I'm not shitting on at all. He did the right thing. His sister is a garbage fire racist. His mom, I assume, I don't know. I didn't get enough information about the mom, but I don't like her. Don't like her. Don't care for her. Siding with the racist sister who's shitting all over your friggin' wife. That's not cool. That's not cool. Anyway, let's get back to it. Oh, here we go. Someone's reporting. We got a Karen. Let's see. Let's see. I've never done. Yeah, we'll do this one. I think it's a different one here. All right. Apologies in advance for the coughing, folks. Am I the asshole for reporting one of my colleagues to my manager? Maybe, maybe not. This one, some of these again, I can knock them out right out of the front headline, banner headline. This one, you got to do a little legwork. Hello. So basically, I work for a small company, about 15 to 20 people involved. I started with them whilst. Look at you, fancy. Whilst. Wow. That's one if I typed in, I'd have to spell check it. Is that how you spell whilst? And do I really want to use whilst in a sentence? Heretofore, I will say whilst. Anyway, I was 17, part of my college course. And whilst I am currently 19, I added that whilst, I would work there full time. My colleague Sue in question turned 58 in March. So she's an oldie, but she might have been there for a long time. Wait a minute. I called her an oldie. I'm 56. Shit, dude. This is the scary part. Now when I call people old, I have to realize I'm right there with them. I'm right up. I'm button up against it. We get along really well with everybody. We've enjoyed working there up until a month ago. Dun, dun, dun. One of my colleagues, Sue, is going through a really messy divorce. Hey, I just got divorced with her husband and has made this public to everyone. Here's the thing. She needs a therapist. She doesn't have one. So you all are her de facto therapist. So she needs to vent. She's a kettle full of steam and rage and anger. And where else is she going to vent? She doesn't go to the bars. So everybody at work, enjoy or not. So she's been doing this for almost a year. At this point, it's literally the first thing she tells people who have never met her before. Okay, yeah, she's a little out of control. But again, she has no outlet. She clearly has no outlet. And so you all, even I guess the customer base of the store are the outlet. So I always feel sorry for her because she has no family. I told you, she has no one to share this with. You are her de facto family. She lives alone. So I always listen. But apparently you're tired of her, I guess. I've been there for her. And when she gets sad, a month ago, she randomly asked me if I could do her a favor. Me thinking it would be work related. There's your mistake. I asked her what it was. There you go. She asked if I could come to her house on the upcoming Saturday and deal with her ex-husband as he has to collect some things and she doesn't want to see him. That's a huge ask. That is an enormous ask. It doesn't, your colleagues at best, your acquaintances at best. That is a massive, massive ask. That's too much, man. I'd be like, no, you don't have her husband's got a knife, a gun, a grudge. He thinks you're the boyfriend. I think you'll be fine, honestly, if you went, but hire a professional. There's bodyguard agencies, right? I don't know how to look those up. Look up bodyguards or something like that. Get one of those guys to just stand there and look rough. That's what I would do. Grab your workmates. Anyway. So he's coming to collect some things. She doesn't want to see him. I explained I wasn't comfortable doing this. I don't blame you. And if she didn't want to see him, she should just leave the items on the porch area. That's a solid plan B right there. 2 weeks went by. I thought nothing of it. Anyways, in my office, okay. Anyway, someone in my office turned 30. We all had cakes made by Sue. Okay, so this is the chick who's having the issues. And had a good time. When leaving at the end of the day, Sue, who travels to work by bus and leaves earlier than me normally, asked if I could drop her off at her house. Oh no, she's gonna get you. Oh, she's gonna get you. She's gonna do it, isn't she? Oh, Sue, you dirty dog. I said yes. She literally lives on the main road on the way home. I thought nothing of it. Oh, you good Samaritan, you're about to get bamboozled, shanghaied. It'd help get the cake trays, plates home without having her carry them. There you go. Oh, she got you good. It is not, and I'm not on her side on this. That is a shit thing to do. That is such a violation of trust. It's probably why her husband left her. Anyway, when I pull up her drive, a man pulls across the street and comes up to us. He asks why she was late and asks if I'm Ben, which is me. And I'm a bit confused. Are you her boyfriend now, according to what she told her husband? He says, who is he? And then I was surprised to bring Sue 20 minutes early and I'm not her toy boy. I I'm immediately uncomfortable. Sue asked me to come inside, get the boxes out of her basement for her husband, and stand in between them so she doesn't have to see him. Oh, this is such horseshit. I say I have to go before setting off and leaving the two of them on the drive. Good for you. Yeah, it's not your job. Just because she shanghais you into this friggin' nonsense, into this batshit crazy world of hers, does not mean you have to play along. You're like, listen, I would have done it. Listen, I'm bringing her home. She made some cakes. I barely know her. As you were. Have a nice day. Ay, ay, ay. Wow. I don't blame you for doing that. Okay. Standing between them so she doesn't have to say, okay. So I'm small, fat, spotty. So I'm not sure if she wanted me to intimidate her or something. She just wanted a body between her and him. And you were an expendable body. Unfortunately, I don't think she values your life too much. Again, not that I thought anything would happen, but still. So I come to work the next day. No more cake for you, buddy. And she tells me I'm selfish and what I did was wrong, leaving her close to crying. Well, she didn't cry. Close to is not crying, my friend. So you're still all right. Along with that man. I said I wasn't comfortable originally. Yeah, she deceived you. She has no legs to stand on. And she's still there. So obviously it all worked out. She tells me she had to carry all the boxes on her own. Well, there you go. And she once remarry your husband and you can carry him back in. And she was disappointed in me. Not the disappointed speech. At this point, I'm mad. So I reported it to them. Okay. Now you're out. Now you're out of control. Now you're out of control. I was on your side until you reported it to the manager. What the fuck? Sorry, my language. What does the manager of your place of work have to do with any of this? This is off hours. Why are you involving your manager? I'll tell you what this is doing. It's going to piss your manager off because he's going to go, what are you getting me involved for? Go see HR or something. And again, this is off the clock. This is no, just tell her. This is stupid. Telling the manager. Just tell her what you're just, have your piece with her. Say it. This didn't happen on work hours. It was after work. I mean, what the hell, man? Now there's going to be all these policies that HR has to come up with, and people who are just new hires are like, why is there a policy against traveling with a fellow employee with old cake plates? They're like, well, back in the day, ay. Unbelievable. Yeah, you're a dummy for doing that. You are the asshole. So I reported to the manager. She had a talk with Sue about it. All right. What she did and how it made me. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but fucking come on. Sue told everyone in my office, not sure if she changed parts of the story or something, but now everyone in my office is being hostile towards me, telling me I let them down by being this way to Sue. I mentioned this to the manager. She says it'll blow over. You fucked yourself, man. You fucked yourself. You just fucked yourself. Because now the manager sees you as a whiny little bitch, and she's probably right. And I was completely on your side up until the part where you told your manager, who has nothing to do with it. I mean, yeah, she's a coworker. Yeah, she did this, but she didn't do it. It's not. She's a workmate, but this didn't happen on work. You agreed to drive her home under false pretenses. Now it'd be different if she said, "Hey, I have to make a delivery for Sally, the manager. She wants you to come with me to help me carry the boxes into the place we're going." And then you show up and the husband's there. And that okay. But yeah, the manager's rightfully so. Just like, this is not my rodeo. I don't even think you probably have an HR department. It's so small. And everyone else says shit on. Yeah, she's just lying to him. But I have a feeling, they never respected you before. They don't respect you now. I think it was a foolish choice. I don't know if you're the asshole, but it was a foolish choice to rat her out to HR. Just be like, don't ever do that again. I'm not doing that again. You explain your reasoning and let that be enough. You don't have to fucking do all that shit. Family is everything. You're right about that. Absolutely right about that. Man, yeah, that was just dumb. What a crazy world. A similar story to that, kind of. All right, so I'm was I MC? I think I was featuring. I think it was fucking Tracy Morgan too. Is such a dick. Tracy Morgan is such an asshole. I had to feature for him. I think it might have been Bobby Slayton. Bobby Slayton was cool. One of the two. I was in Pittsburgh. I was featuring at the Improv, and yeah, I think it might have been Bobby Slayton. And so, anyways, the MC goes, "Hey man," because I had a rental car. "Hey man, can you drive me to go pick something up?" I forget what it was, but it was weird. But I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I don't have a car." I'm like, "Okay." So basically, he did like some kind of deal, I think some drug deal or something. And I was supposed to look like Muscle or just his backup. And I was so pissed about that. I didn't talk to him for the rest of the week because I don't know what time I pull up outside this bar. He gets out. This guy comes up. The guy's looking at me. They're making some illicit deal, and it is not the way he sold it to me. And then he gets back in the car like nothing happened. Like his bullshit story is still his bullshit story. That he had to pick something. It's just I don't remember what the story was. I was just so pissed off. I didn't talk the whole trip there, the whole trip back. I didn't talk to him the whole rest of the run. The guy's a fucking douche, and he wasn't even that funny to top it all off. So I've been there, but you know what I didn't do? I didn't go to the club manager and say, "Hey, the MC made me go out with him on some clandestine thing to make it look like I'm his backup." Ay, ay, ay. Anyway, yeah. So it happens. Happened to me. But yeah, again, what would the club have anything to do with it? You know? Ay, ay, ay. Hey, Millicent, good to see you. That's what my dad calls my sister, by the way, Millicent. Yeah, vitamin C. I just had an orange. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. I'm trying to stay healthy. It's not easy. I mean, it should be easy, but I don't sleep enough. Really, it's all on me. I don't sleep enough. I just, I don't. I stay up late. I get up early. Okay, let me have a little bit of this. All right. Am I the asshole for wanting to eat what I want when out without? Oh, hold on a minute. Am I the asshole? Again, I hate when it's hard to read these. Okay. Am I the asshole for wanting to eat what I want when out dining with cousins? My guess is that this is a group outing, obviously, and you bought something really expensive and you made everybody else pay for it. Everyone else is kind of getting like salads and just low cost entrees. You could give me the lobster and some steak tartare. Let's see if that's the situation. Oh, this is a really short one. All right, well, this will be quick. Let's see what this says. Three of us went out to dinner. Thai food. All right, Thai food's not expensive, first of all, so you should be okay. Sorry, I don't see these cousins often. The other two live in each other's pockets. All right, so they're tight and you're not. So you're the outsider in this situation. We all ordered one dish each with some rice on the side. Yeah, okay. So far, so good. After we order, one cousin says to the waitress, "No onion or garlic in anything, please." I love garlic and onions. I told the waitress I did, in fact, want onions and garlic in my dish. Cousin looks at me as if I have two heads, but Michael doesn't like garlic and onion. Well, I do, I said. All right, so here's what you did. You're never going to have dinner with these cousins again. They now don't like you. What was more important to you, maintaining the relationship with your cousins or getting your garlic and onion? Obviously, the garlic and onion. I think you only went out with them, I don't know, just because you hadn't in a while. You said they're tight, so you're not doing yourself any favors. I don't think you like him enough to care, so I don't really see it as you being an asshole. But you're certainly being kind of rude and inconsiderate. I mean, unless you're sharing food. If it's your own dish, though, I mean, what the hell does he care? I'm okay with it as long as it's not a shared dish. If it's just your dish and your dish alone, be like, this is my dish. You guys can share. I'll get this. If they have a problem with garlic just being near them, that's on them. They got to get their shit together, man. The table next to him's probably got garlic. The guy behind us probably got garlic. Anyway, oh, here we go. So yeah, but we always share our dishes. He's still welcome to have some of mine. I said. I just got a blank look. The rest of the meal was awkward. Yeah, of course. You'll never go out with them again. Which it sounds like you're not going to any loss there. So yeah, you're not splitting dishes. There you go. Choice two, which is still stupid, and they still wouldn't have liked us. I don't think I would have done it. Is to get two plates, get like that dish twice, once with garlic, once without. But yeah, again, I don't think you like them enough to care because obviously you didn't. I don't know if you're the asshole, but you were stupid to even go out with them in the first place. Clearly, you don't really like them. So I guess you were just bored on a Friday night. They called you like, yeah, I'll go. Why not? Go to have some Thai food. And then you sat there awkwardly and ate your garlic and onions meal. Yeah. Sounds awful, man. Sounds like a bad night out to me. You do have the soul. That's right. We should all be grateful. Everybody. We are blessed to even be alive, man. We are blessed to even be on this earth, on this round ball, spinning around, having a good time, hopefully. Enjoy your lives, people. All right, let's keep going, rocking and rolling. By the way, Friday show is going to be a call-in show. All you have to do, super easy, is call in. I've got the new Rumble software. I'll use that on Friday. and it allows me to have you put a link in, and then you click on the link, and I think you can call. That's how it works. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Also, if you have your own questions, like you just like, hey, help me out, I will help you out. You just put it in the comments. I'll help you out. Right. So thank you, Jet Trim. I know you have a soul too. Yeah. What do we just? What operates? It's the whole. What thinks the thoughts that you just thought? What allows you to extrapolate data? What allows you to fantasize? And what allows you to plan? And what there's this thing inside you that fills you. When somebody dies and you look at the body, it looks like a husk. It's like an empty shell, and that's what it is. Because the soul, the thing that animates you, the thing that makes you who you are, is now gone. It's in whatever your belief is. It's in the ether. It's being reincarnated. It's gone to heaven, but it's gone. And that nobody can make any sense out of, right? And that's why most people believe in a higher power. And then there's those who are just like, well, when you're dead, you're worm food. And all right, it's not my choice, but it's a free country. It's kind of depressing, really. All right, am I the asshole for telling my husband to stop talking about me? It sounds like a divorce on the coming soon. Let me see here. 33, you're both 33. We're in an argument right now. I think I'm in an argument with my fiance. It's one of those where she's just like very short and clipped, and it's one of those where I have no idea, none, what I did wrong. Welcome to being a man. I'm sure there was some offense. Well, hopefully she'll wake up in a better mood tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Or I'm gonna need to talk to you all about it. I'm like, hey, this is what I did or didn't do. Help, send help. My husband has a coworker, let's call Carrie, and he talks a lot. Right? He always assured me that it's just work stuff, that they're talking a lot. Eventually, you real quick run out of work stuff to talk about. You know what I mean? If you talk to someone and they talk a lot, in order to talk a lot, you have to say a lot. In order to say a lot, you have to use a lot of different things, subject matter. So anytime someone talks a lot, they're going to be saying, there's a lot of gossip. There's a lot of chisme, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, he handed me, okay, let's go back here. All right. Well, the other day I was borrowing his phone and something, so you got a text from something because mine was having technical issues. He was aware and agreed, handed me his phone to use. That's a good sign. Plus, we have an open phone policy between us. That's a good sign. While I was using his phone, a message from Carrie came in saying, I'll always be there for you. Something about it struck me as odd. Okay. That is a little, I'll agree with you. That is a little weird. It's like, is Carrie a girl or a boy? Husband has a coworker named Carrie. You really should have. Carrie could go either way, literally. All right. So I looked at the message just from the last 2 days. My husband has been telling Carrie that I was mad at him. I just told you all. I think my fiance is mad at me. So maybe I'm like Carrie, or her husband. Not true. Oh, good. Let's hope that's the case too with my fiance. I was mad he was well enough to game and eat buffalo wings. See, you were mad. You were mad. You said not true, and then you said I was mad. Come on. See? That's what I'm talking about. I was mad. He was not true. And then you say I was mad. You negate it immediately. He was well enough to game and eat buffalo wings, but not help with the kids. Okay. Even pee in peace. All right. So you were running around. He's playing video games. And was sleep deprived. Carrie went on to say sleep depriving him is physical abuse and he should run. Was he joking? I don't know. She also offered to run me over with her car. Her car. All right. There you go. Yeah, this is trouble. This is trouble. To which he said he would let her know when. Okay, so they're joking about your imminent demise. This is not good. This is not good. Forget your husband talking about you. That kind of repartee between a female coworker and your husband is just not good. And you have an open phone policy, so the guy don't even give a shit. I'm furious, confronted him about it. He said it was no big deal because she doesn't even know me. I don't like any of this, I'll tell you that. I told him he shouldn't be talking about me, his spouse, to her. I also asked how I am sleep depriving him. So you're missing like the whole big picture here. Why is he talking? He's having what would you call it, an emotional affair kind of with this other person. I mean, he's talking to him all the time and at work. And when he's not at work, then they have to text each other. That generally is going to lead to a physical affair at some point. And you're worried about, nonsense. You're worried about minutia. You're missing the big picture. And the big picture is your husband is either having an affair with this woman or very shortly will be. Toxic female. Yeah. Yeah, no dragon food either. Exactly. So yeah, damn man. Okay. So she doesn't even get it. For context, he works nights, leaving the house around 1 p.m., gets home around 1 a.m. I never wake him up. Yeah, you're being a good wife, but you're just letting him. I mean, I don't like this at all, I'll be honest. You often did come with me to drop off my daughter at preschool. Okay. Yeah, you're missing the whole point, man. He said you're missing the whole point. This guy is way too intimate with this coworker who's a girl. Like if it was a dude, it's still not cool, but it's a different kind of not cool. This is trouble for you and your relationship. Says for context, okay, we already read it. So I get to bed between 10 and 1 a.m., depending on his work and needs. And then I care for the kids all night. So yeah, I mean, you're pulling your weight and then some. Absolutely. And then he comes home, plays games, and then goes and cheats on you with his probably. While he sleeps until 8:30. If I want to go to preschool, so you're doing a lot of work. I agree. I told him I'm the one sleep deprived, not him. He says none of that matters, just locker room talk with a colleague. So am I the asshole for telling him to stop talking about our marriage or the family? You're not an asshole, but you need to examine this relationship between him and his coworker. Yeah, I mean, you could tell him stop talking about, but why does he feel so? I would, since you have an open phone policy, I would go through those messages with her. I mean, you're missing the forest for the trees. You know what I mean? That's the big conundrum right there. That's the real big conundrum. I mean, come on, how do you miss that? Gee, if I found my fiance's or my ex's or whatever, some girl I'm dating, and she's back and forth with some guy and they're joking about running me over. I mean, what the fuck? I'm exiting that relationship really quick, unless there's one hell of an apology and something that makes remote sense as to why that's even remotely acceptable, why that would even be in any way appropriate, because it's not appropriate at all, just isn't. So there you go. That's my 2 cents on that. I think you're worried about the wrong things. Yeah, trust. Yeah, he's pure blood. I think he's smashing for sure, and he has such contempt for the wife that he doesn't care. And I see why he doesn't care, because here she is stumbling on all this stuff on this relatively, I think, intimate relationship, although they're not, sexting each other, or maybe that's all in the hidden files. I don't know. But she's worried about just the minutia, the nonsense. So yeah, I would say that's a big issue there. Hey, by the way, if you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, hit the like and subscribe button. It's fun. Everybody does it. I'm telling you, everybody does it. You could be next. Hit both the like and then hit the subscribe. I'm actually doing all right. Went a little longer than I thought it would. My voice is starting to go out a little bit. I'm hoping tomorrow I'll be better. Please, please, please. Am I the asshole for calling my friend creepy, or your creepy friend? Am I the asshole for calling my friend creepy after he admitted he showered with his sister until he was 18? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I mean, I don't know if that the family encouraged that or how that came about, but that's fucked up. You're washing each other. That's like that's fucked up. All right. Well, let's explore. That's fucked up. There's a guy, Marcus, 23 male, in my friend group of four. He was originally a friend of one of my friends, which is how we all met. Okay, we're all 23, 24. He has a sister who's 2 years younger than him. They're very close in a way I've never really seen between siblings before. Speaking of smashing, but I've always assumed they were not sibling dynamics. Not all sibling dynamics are the same. Yeah, but that's really weird. Are they like in a cult or something, or some religious, like wacko children of God type religious thing? Where everyone's sleeping with everybody. Yesterday we were talking about the fact that one of the other guys in the group has a crush on another friend's older sister. The friend started joking about how disgusted he'd be because he doesn't think his sister is attractive, how traumatized he was after accidentally walking in on her changing once. That's a relatively normal reaction. Then Marcus said, my sister's hot and I banged her. No, I don't know what he said, but that's probably did. Then Marcus said, I don't get why people act like that's such a huge deal. I've seen my sister naked tons of times. Okay, some houses that might happen. It's the showering that's creepy. We were all shocked, immediately called it out. Good. Yeah, because it's not a normal thing. He explained that his household had only one shower. Yeah, so did mine growing up, and there was four of us, and we took turns. That's how you. It's not a complicated thing. Oh yeah, yeah. So he and his sister would shower together to save time. At first, I assumed he meant when they were little kids. Yeah, that's what I would assume too. It's still creepy. But then he said it continued until he graduated high school. Okay, yeah, that's just fucking weird, man. That's just fucking weird. Based on the looks we were giving each other, everyone thought it was weird. Yeah, but I was the only one who actually said it. I pointed out that there was no reason for them to keep showering together. Thank you. As they got older, they only take a few minutes, and you just wait. Yeah, exactly. He could have just gotten up earlier. Thank you, or showered first. Yeah, that's what a normal human being would do. He got very defensive and said they both preferred it that way because they were comfortable with each other and the parents knew about it. This whole fucking thing is crazy. I want to know more about the religious inclinations of this family and which cult they belong to. Um, and sometimes my mom and dad get in the shower too when we have a fiesta. Yeehaw. I thought he would drop it, but he kept arguing with us, acting like we were the weird ones for thinking it was strange. No, you're not. I told him that as the older brother, his sister was probably just following his lead. He should have known to establish boundaries earlier. Yeah, the parents should have said something. And in fact, that he didn't and kept it going for so long was creepy. I agree with that. Point it out, man. This is not a normal situation. Otherwise, he's going to get married. She's going to get married. And, one weekend, brother or sister is going to be up and the husband or wife of the siblings is going to be like, hey, where are they? And they're going to walk in the shower. And they're going to be showering together. And they're going to be like, what the fuck? At that point, he got upset, cursed me out, stormed off. After he left, my friends told me they also thought it was creepy, but that it was harsh of me to say that directly to his face. And I took it too far. Am I the asshole for not keeping it to myself and confronting him about it? No, you're not the asshole. It's weird, man. I don't think you're the asshole in the situation. Someone's got to say it. You're all thinking it, and everyone's thinking it anytime he brings it up. Someone eventually needs to say it. I mean, you could have finessed it a little better, but he needs to know it's not a fucking normal thing. It's really weird. So yeah, I don't think you're the asshole at all. Here, this is kind of a similar story, but different. I might have told this before, but I remember we were going, and I'm pissed at myself for not doing what this guy just did here. We went skiing, and my friend skiing is that how I say it? We went skiing, and my he's more of an acquaintance than a friend, But we was four of us. We all go ski. We come back, and we go to drop him off at his house, and he goes, "Hey, can you guys come in for a minute? I want to show you something." We're like, "Okay." So we go in. He opens the door. It's dark, but it's like a hoarding house. It's just there's shit everywhere. It's so dirty. It's so filthy. It's so disgusting. And there's all of this. We're just completely silent and stunned, and we say nothing. Again, he's more of an acquaintance than a friend. And he comes up with something he wants to show us. Obviously, the thing he wants to show us is the fucking house, and he wants to see our reaction to it. And our reaction is not good, but nobody says a fucking word. And I still, to this day, wish had been like, "Are your parents hoarders?" I just said something because he was dying for someone to just break that ice, to be like, "Your parents have a problem. You're not in the wrong." But we all sat there like fucking just stunned silence, which I'm pretty sure he can pick up on too, But I wish I just had the balls to just be like, "This dude, your parents they are fucking hoarders, huh?" You know. Maybe if we were better friends, I would have said it. But yeah, I don't have a lot of regrets in life, and it's a kind of a minor one, I guess. But I wish I'd said something, man. Some fucking candy ass behavior on my part. How about that? Candy ass. I'm getting a lot of wrestling algorithms in my stuff now. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Hoochie coo. Rock and roll. Hoochie coo. All right. Let's go on for Rumble Walks. I fucking love Rumble Wallet. I love me some Rumble Wallet. We hear a lot about crypto, but here's the part most people miss. Crypto was created so you can actually own and control your own money. After the 2008 financial crisis, Bitcoin was designed as an alternative to banks. So instead of a bank holding your money, delaying transfers, or limiting access, you're in control. And now, if you've ever had to wait for a transfer to clear, you felt that problem. Now, fast forward to today. Everybody's heard of crypto, but getting started still feels complicated. That's exactly why I use Rumble Wallet. It takes all the complexity and makes it simple. Choose what you want: Bitcoin, dollar backed stable coins, or even digital backed by real gold. No complicated setup. It connects with MoonPay, so you can use your credit card, debit card, or bank and be up and running in minutes. Once you've set up, you can even support your favorite Rumble creators like me. So it's good for me too. So do this now. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description and download Rumble Wallet. From there, you can set up your wallet, tap buy, and you're in the game. In just a few minutes, you can go from hearing about crypto to actually owning some. So take advantage of that, folks. Hop on that. Thank you, Rumble. As I cough and wheeze and Wheezy. How you doing, Wheezy? That's what is that, Stanford? A really bad impression of Stanford and Son? I think so. I think it was. Oh, yeah. You know, for Sicky, I'm not doing too bad. I'm 40 minutes into the show. Yeah, Ilhan Omar, it could be. You know, I'm trying not to do as much political stuff, you know. But yeah, I mean, maybe that's the Omar household. She did marry her brother, I believe, right? Isn't that what's what we've been told? Who the fuck knows? You know, and then you're like, that's crazy. How could that? And then you read the story about this guy and his sister, you know, cleaning. Bitcoin was created by Epstein, Rock Justice says. I don't think Epstein created it. I'm sure he had some. He probably might have had something to do with it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think he created it. I don't think that guy ever created anything except, you know, trauma for children. He's just a leech. Guy was just a leech, you know. He was a power broker, a blackmailer, and he never created, I don't know, anything except just trauma, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, that's a whole nother show, isn't it? Yeah. Let's get back to brass tacks. Oh, suicide, mental health. Okay, what's this one? Okay. All right, let me see this thing. I hate these suicide ones. They're awful. What is this one? This is weird. Okay, this is just lines for suicide prevention, which is a good thing. It's a very good thing. Yeah, always you know, people are out, people will help you. You just got to reach out. I got a friend who I love, but he's constantly threatening with suicide. It's just awful. It's like, bro, just fucking just get your shit. He's such a sweet guy, but he's just so beat up emotionally, you know. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend to calm down and that a power cut in my area was not in my hands? Okay, maybe. Are you getting blamed for the power outage? Oh, this is super short, too. There was an electricity outage. Let me read this here. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just coughing so damn much. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend to calm down and that a power cut in my area was not in my hands? I don't think so, but your girlfriend clearly does. There was an electricity outage in my area which lasted for an hour. Meanwhile, my girlfriend, who can't stay without air conditioning in summer, listen, I can't stay without air conditioning in summer. I might go to a hotel. I might go to a friend's house. If you don't have AC and it's hot, fuck, dude. I'm too old for that shit. Anyway, started blaming me about how the area I chose to live is a slum, okay, and how all the people living here are beneath us. Holy shit, dude. You want some red? You should keep the AC off for another week and see what else she says. She is a trouble. She's man. The warning signs are popping off of her like sweat bubbles, like sweat drops. Damn. Yeah, she's dude. Yeah, I would. I know it's probably wrong. Maybe it's not the best therapy advice. That's why I'm an unlicensed therapist. I would tell her the AC's fixed, and then like I would turn up the heat. Like you're kind of like it's kind of like torturing out who she really is. I mean, she's already told you basically, but you better run. This fucking chick doesn't think much of you either. Everybody's beneath her. And all right, let's go back to it. I chose to live in a slum. I don't think you chose to live in a slum. It's probably not a slum. And how all the people living here are beneath us. Ugh, that's such a fucking bad sign for a human being to be that pretentious. And me being a highly paid working professional should not stay here. So she's with you for your money. She also told me that she's going to die without AC in this power cut while I was patiently asking her to wait. For context, I chose this place because it's close to my office, and my girlfriend is a student who has come to stay with me for a month of internship. Yeah, okay. I don't know how to feel about this unnecessary blaming. I would get rid of this girl. She's let her be someone else's problem, man. You should thank God for this power outage because it's this power outage. Although the lights went out outside in your head, there's a chance that they turned on and you can actually see this woman and her big fucking SIG alert headlights coming at you because she is a SIG alert and then some. No, you're not the asshole, but you need to run, dude. Run, don't walk away from this chick. She's a train wreck. She really is. I mean, that's a fucking fruitcake nut job. A nut job, I tells you. By the way, if you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, hit the like and subscribe button. Let me promote the show real quick. This is Jeff, the unlicensed therapist. I'm a little on the sick side if you haven't figured that out tonight. Hopefully, it'll be better tomorrow. Friday, we're doing call-ins. So if you have a problem, a comment, a concern, you want to get some help, I will literally help you out. How about that? Literally. Yeah, I can't stay without air conditioning anywhere. My ex, man, she fucked up big time. She fucked up good. Luckily, I wasn't with her when it happened. But she and her friends went to Catalina Island and she booked the place. Looked great, right? Looks nice, comfortable, no AC. So all these ladies are sitting around in this nice place, but with no friggin' AC, just withering on the vine, so to speak. And I'm like, oh, I'm so happy I was not involved in this in any way, shape, or form. That is the first thing I check. That is the first thing I check. Well, is it the first? It's maybe the second. The first thing I check is the price. The second thing I check is either one, AC or heat, depending on where I'm going. And then I'm checking reviews to make sure that the AC that they say they have really works. You can't, like, you go someplace in the summer, you got to have AC, man. You got to. Or it's going to be miserable. You're going to be so miserable. Anyway. Exactly. Everett says, Ugh, she's using it to get him and wants it all. Yeah, he needs to run, Everett. She's one of the 304s. I don't know what that means. That like is area code for like Richie Riches. Their thing is the market value is higher than it is. Yeah, I think she's a 6 playing at being a 7. Honestly, it's my opinion. I haven't seen a picture, but I'll stick with that. I'll stick with that theory. Yeah, so good job, buddy. You're not the asshole, but you sure as hell need to get this thorn out of your side, bro. For real. For reals, brah. For reals. Oh yeah. I'm just sniffly a little bit. All right, let's do this. Okay, let's do the next one. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm a workhorse. Even sick, I'll give you the full hour, or as close as I can get to it. Am I the asshole for accepting my friend's offer to buy me a $25 dinner? Where the hell? I guess I live in Los Angeles. I don't know, like $25 dinners, McDonald's, like for one person these days. McDonald's is expensive as fuck. I went to the Habit. All these big fancy burger chains, Shake Shack, Five Guys, a lot of them are closing now because people are like, why am I paying $20 for a burger and fries? I go to In-N-Out, it's $10. Burger, fries, drink. Now, if you want a shake, you pay a little more, but it's worth it. All right. Am I the asshole for accepting my friend's offer to buy me a $25 dinner after helping them out? Now they're calling me entitled and manipulative. Well, they offered you. Did you help out with the inclination that you were going to be paid in any way, shape, or form? It sounds like what happened is you helped. And they're like, well, let's do something nice for him. Let's buy him dinner. The fact that they put a price cap on the dinner is a douche move. I mean, I don't think you would have gone crazy and ordered again lobster off the menu, or they could have taken you I don't know, a BJ's or something. Oh, another case of helping a coworker. I, female, recently helped a coworker, friend, ex-boyfriend. There you go. That's why it's $25 dinner. He remembers paying for this and paying for that. And, he's done the math in his head. And he's like, well, she helped me, but I'm not giving her more than 25 because what about the time I did this? And what about that? So there's a whole all this back pay he feels he's owed from you. Anyway, that's what I think. Helped coworker, a friend, 21, after his car broke down. We only dated for a little over half a year, and I broke it off because of stuff he did. Anyway. We got back on good terms quickly, and because we wanted to try and better ourselves. This is in case anyone's wondering why we're still in contact. Okay. We work similar schedules. We drive the same route to work, so we usually leave around the same time anyway. So you guys are getting back together, kind of. One morning, his car broke down on the way to work, and he texted me about it. Well, you guys, this seems legit based on your relationship right now. I offered to pick him up since I was only a few minutes away. Okay, so far so good. But he initially said no because he didn't want to leave his car alone. Okay, well, if it's broken down, I get it. But he needs to be there for the tow. So I kept driving to work, which is about a 30-minute drive. About 10 minutes later, he called me back asking if I could still get him. Okay, well, you can't be late for work for this schmuck. By that point, I'd already crossed the bridge over the lake, so I had to make a huge U-turn that added 15 minutes to my drive. I didn't mind because I wanted to be sure he was okay. Uber price is expensive. So you really do like this guy. We both ended up getting to work about 25 minutes late. Later that night, his car started working again, but he was nervous about driving it home. I offered to follow him. You're being very nice here with my hazards while we drove under 20 miles an hour for 20 minutes to make sure he got home. All right. Next day, I woke up early, 8 to 9, so I could pick him up for work again. I worked. He worked at 12. Okay. While we're at work, he asked to borrow my car to get breakfast. I said yes. He bought us a cheap breakfast wraps that were around $3 each. I offered to pay him back, but he said no. Look at him, big sport. Look at that big champ giving you the $3 burrito. Wow, what a hero this guy is. Um, I offered to pay him back, but he said it was okay. What a champ. Later that day, I was getting a coffee and he seemed like he wanted one. So I offered to buy him one too. And a coffee's going to cost you more if it's Starbucks than that shitty burrito he gave you, which came to around $11 total. Thank you. So you're in the hole again. Then later he asked to borrow my car a second time. You got to include gas in there. To buy Pokemon cards? Oh, for fuck's sake, run, 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 run. He's spending all his money on Pokemon cards. He's a grown ass man, sort of. He came back with a $70 box that normally costs much more. So clearly money wasn't completely non-existent to him. Yeah, you're worth a $3 burrito. This guy's the sponge. That evening, he told me he would find another ride home. All right. I left to drove. Okay. I left the event to put my dogs up and drove 30 minutes back to get him. You are foolish. This guy is taking advantage of you big time. I mean, he just is. He just is. Like it's just it's one thing after another, after another, after another, and you're too dumb to do anything about it. Yeah, exactly. Well, this guy's got Pokemon money. He's got Pokemon. He's practically Jake Paul or one of the Pauls. One of them had like some crazy Pokemon card worth millions, right? I think he actually made a profit on it. On the drive, he offered to pay for gas finally, or buy me dinner. It was an either or. Honestly, in this day and age, you should have gone with the gas. You should have gone with the gas. Gas to fill up my car in LA, probably $90 right now. Maybe even 100. It's fucking horrible. That's 4 dinners, based on his dinner and his dinner limit. I chose dinner at the restaurant. I was deciding between cheaper a meal around $14 and another meal around 25 that I'd always wanted to try. I even mentioned to him I felt bad ordering the more expensive option and offered to help pay for it. He just responded with up to you. All right. So I got the $25 meal and planned on helping cover the tip anyway. So far, so good. After dinner, the vibe felt weird. I asked him twice if something was wrong. He kept saying no. Then eventually made a passive aggressive comment about how he didn't understand why I picked the $25 meal after saying I might stay cheap. Listen, this guy's a dick. You've done way too much for him. He's shown himself to you, like Maya Angelou said, was when someone shows themselves to you, believe them. He's shown himself to you like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times in this one day alone. Trust him. Trust what you see with your own two eyes and lose this loser. He's an idiot. He's spending $70 on Pokemon, and you still should have taken the gas. The friggin' gas. That was your big mistake. Then he called you entitled. What a dick. He said I only ordered the most expensive to get a reaction out of him. Oh my god, this guy's a douche. All right, and yeah, okay. So I didn't even, but I could tell he wasn't going to blame. Okay, so yeah, the rest is just it's just you going on. But yeah, you're not wrong. What bothered me is that I never want to ask for money. Okay. Here you go. You're just going on for too long. Am I the asshole? You're not. At the point, I honestly feel used. You were. I feel like I was willing to go out. You helped this guy out and then some. He's a douche. Be happy. It only cost you, a little bit of time. You broke up with him once for a reason. I'd love to know what those are. I think they're probably all those reasons are still valid. She ignored her texts all day today. He didn't seem bothered by my silence. You lose him. Lose him. He tried to apologize. And I hope that I can move forward from this without it affecting my job. Okay, there you go. Tell me my apologies. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, she works with them. But yeah, just be civil, and that's it. No more picking them up. No more going to work with them. None of that shit. None of it. Yeah, Five Guys is closing where we are. They closed a while ago in Burbank. We live in Culver, and Five Guys, Raising Cane's. You have a lot. Maybe they're all stayed in Culver City. Yeah. Now they still have a Shake Shack close to where I live, but Five Guys closed, and Five Guys actually did close like a bunch of locations. Because it's very inflated for a burger. And then I went to the Habit with my son, and the Habit's expensive. Habit's I went to Jersey Mike's, which I love, by the way. I love Jersey Mike's, and they're next door to me. I was doing so good, and then I got distracted by Jersey Mike's. Who doesn't? Who doesn't get distracted by Jersey Mike's? You know. Oh my god, I'm so mad about that. I'm so mad. I was doing so good. Oh, I hate when I fucking hit the wrong button. It's just depressing. It really is. It really is. Anyways, we're about done with the show anyway. But thank you for tuning in, everybody. God bless you. I wound up doing almost a full hour. Pretty much by the time I say goodbye, it'll be an hour. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully healthy. We'll see. I'm gonna go to bed right away and not stay up, look at reels and other dumb shit. And yeah, I think we'll be good to go. All right, I think I'm done. My voice is dying. Yeah, there you go. All right, I love you all. Have a great evening, everybody. God bless you. And I'll be back tomorrow with more fun. I'm Jeff, the unlicensed therapist. If you have a problem, I got the answer. I'm Jeff, the unlicensed therapist. And before you leave, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Friday's a call-in show, so tune in Friday for sure. All right, everyone. Love you. God bless. See you then. Bye.